Hello everybody, my name is Sparky VT, and I am a newer VTuber on the platform VTube. Now, of all the videos I've ever made, this is probably the kind that I really don't like to make. I always told myself the minute I started this, drama is going to be a no-go, controversy is going to be a no-go as far as it can go, right? I don't want to do anything to make someone mad. I don't want to get involved with anything big. I just want to keep my head down, make content, and have fun like I've always wanted to do. But in this instance, I would be remiss if I remained quiet here. I'm pretty sure most people know who have heard of the word Roblox before, how bad the platform has gotten. I hardly ever play the game. I was intending to never. If it wasn't for a couple of friends, I wouldn't even have an account, and I only ever play when they do. I didn't get an account for as long as I can remember because I specifically associate Roblox with, well, very not nice people. You know, Preds. The kind of people who you really don't want to be around and you don't want to be exposed to. I've watched a lot of the videos of Ruben Sim and Schlep both, and that's all the content related to Roblox I've ever consumed in my time. And the overwhelming amount of people that Sim alone finds video from video before he made the row cleaner bot is staggering. I didn't even think that many people of this variety existed. I didn't want to believe it, but it's real. And this company, instead of doing what's right, talked for law enforcement whenever they had congratulated people like Ruben and Schlep for working within the boundaries of the law, getting people not just arrested, but convicted, which is not something that happens a lot. It means these guys are doing everything right. They turned around and banned everything that Schlep owned. They already tried with Ruben and failed, but with Schlep, they banned everything. They didn't even give him a warning. They just banned him outright with a cease and desist. Not a single one of the people that he has hunted and stopped have gotten anything of that treatment. People who are committing actual crimes are getting nothing. In fact, they're getting protected. I would be incredibly remiss if I was to actually say it any other way. It seems that this company is actually protecting criminals of multiple varieties, not just the one, but it's mostly that one that everybody knows the platform for because it's that bad. Now, I'm somebody who wants to look on the bright side of things, but there isn't one to be had here. Like Dave Bazuki is probably not a good fit for this company and needs to go. Their trust and safety leader needs to go. Like, a lot of their leadership needs to have an exchange of hands. Just plain and simple. And all of their policies need a thorough rework, and a lot of their systems just need to be entirely upgraded or done away with and replaced. I have seen personally through other people and in-game myself how ineffective reports are, and they're wanting people to go through the reporting system instead of going directly to the police. Heck, the worst part is that Schlep and everybody involved went to them first. They went to Roblox first every single time with reports and with the Google Drives that they made of all the evidence that they've collected. They then went to the police and they would just talk with the guys that they had caught, first and foremost. And then when the police arrives on scene, then they get arrested, and because of how that is handled, where no crime is committed to get them arrested, they will likely face conviction as long as the evidence tracks. Which it tends to with these guys. They are phenomenal. As somebody who did criminal justice in early college before swapping over to an electrical study, Schlep does this really well. Gideon does this really well. They are good. There's no reason for them to have been treated the way they have. They actually are doing real good, and I'm shocked. How? Why? Why are they getting punished whenever people who are actually causing problems and hurting people are protected from them? They're protecting criminals from punishment. Do you see how that doesn't track? It doesn't track. And it's gotten bad enough where a government official, I believe a House of Representatives official, I'm going to have to double check on this, is like calling attention to it. He made a social media post, he's linked a petition, which I myself have signed anonymously. So, like, I don't know what they were thinking. Like from every angle you look at it, this is a PR nightmare before you even pulled the trigger. Why did you pull the trigger? I mean, my brother's Spirit, right? He's very business-minded and musically inclined. I asked him if there's anything he could think of why they want to be making the decisions they're making. And it's simply profit motive. The more people that they have on their platform, the more money they make. And these criminals, because their cosmetics are often terms of service breaking and get removed, they are cycling a lot of money through to Roblox. Because every time something gets banned, they make or buy a new version of that same item, and there's so many of them. It's concerning. I really wish I could say something positive here and give a silver lining, but there isn't one. Not until this company reverses the decision of what they did to Schlep and actually enforces their rules and changes around their leadership. And it's concerning to me enough to actually make a video on it because I can't even deny it. As much as I am somebody who's a noob to the platform, who only plays whenever his friends are playing, this is one of the, if not the most popular video game in all of the world. Because it is a platform to play other games through, and there's anything on it, and any age can access it pretty easily. On almost any platform. It's on console, it's on mobile, it's on PC, and there's anything from tower defense games to Devil May Cry-like games. You can play games where you're running around like The Flash. There's like a Sonic EXE Dead by Daylight thing that my friends are really obsessed with. And heck, there's a lot to do there. So it makes sense that it would end up being the most popular video game ever. It's so much bigger than people really give it credit for. And the fact that it's being mishandled this way, where victims are being made actively on the platform, is something I cannot sit by in good faith and say nothing about. Like, my audience is small. Take a look at my subscriber count. It's like, what, 59 right now by the time of me recording this? It might be more after the fact. I don't care. Subscribe to me, do whatever. I don't care off of this video. Just do it if you want to. But as far as for this, a subscriber count don't matter. Like, if you don't care, just don't bother. Only watch the rest of what I make if you want to. But it's not even about me really here. Like, this is about something that I cannot stay quiet on. Like, this company has run rampant for so long. I've oftentimes, even at family gatherings, I see little kids playing Roblox at like extended family that I hardly even know, right? I'll be honest. My family is massive on both sides across multiple states. So whenever I go to like Florida, Georgia, these places, I always like have to talk to the parents. It's like, okay, do you know how bad Roblox is? And I end up having to tell them about all the things going on, and their jaw drops, and they either deny it or they're just appalled. Usually both, because they just can't believe that a company like that would be that nefarious with how they handle their safety issues. Every time I see a child in public playing the game, especially like one of my cousins, like I'm always worried. I'm always worried. And I know that unless people make a big stink out of this, nothing will get done. Like, this company has a long and storied history of brushing everything under the rug and trying to make people forget. They will wait out the storm. They will wait until people forget. They've done it before, and they'll try it again. So people just cannot forget. Don't stop uploading the Schlep shirts to the store so they take them down. Don't stop talking about them actively. Don't stop tweeting at them. I don't have a Twitter. I have a Blue Sky, but like, do that. Spam that. Like, sign that petition. I know petitions aren't very efficient at getting things done, but when you have a government official signing it and promoting it, it might actually see action. So I'm going to link that petition down in the description of this whenever I release it, whenever that is. I need everybody who sees this, if they are capable of doing so, to sign it. And even if you don't play the game, right? Like, maybe you got a friend that does, or a little brother or sister that does, or a cousin or a family member, or maybe your friend has children who do. Like this is big. It's bigger than me, really. Like, it's a problem, and it's a worldwide problem. It's a massive global threat to the safety of kids everywhere, because this multi-million, if not billion-dollar company is playing laissez-faire, loose and free with people's literal safety. They don't care, because the guys who are victimizing your children, your cousins, your family, your friends are profitable. They are profitable. So they don't want to lose them. And the people catching them, getting them arrested and convicted, they're losing them profit margins. It's a simple trolley problem, right? But they're taking out the one for the sake of the many, because those many get them more money. It's obvious. It's been obvious. They have not cared. They never cared, and they never will, unless they have a punishment for it. It hurts. It hurts to say, but the company is really that bad. It's dystopian. Because victims aren't profitable. Perpetrators to them are. Does that sound like justice to you? Does that sound fair to you? It doesn't. It shouldn't. It really shouldn't. As a kid myself, right? I exposed my own self to a lot of things that I wish I didn't. Right? Not going to particularly say what, but I had an obsession, unhealthily so, with trying to become a law enforcement officer of some kind, namely forensics, right? And even as a child, I was trying to steel myself right. So I was watching things like body camera footage and all that. I won't get into the specifics of what I saw because it's not necessarily something that you should say on this platform, but that kind of stuff is being exposed to children in more explicit and terrible amounts than I can even imagine. It shouldn't happen. This shouldn't happen. Right? All of it. It shouldn't be a thing. It's obvious what you're supposed to do here. You're supposed to follow the law. You're supposed to enforce your own policies. You're supposed to protect these children and these people. What's a couple of profit margins, right? What's a couple of numbers? Whenever you can tell your investors that those numbers are better than one would expect because they're numbers of quality over quantity. Surely a suit and a tie will understand that, right? They can understand bad PR. That's something they can definitely understand. I don't know how investors operate, but I'm pretty sure they're not stupid. And I'm going to tell you one thing. If I was investing in Roblox and I saw them wanting to get profit margins up over their actual, not only PR, but their future profit margins, these terrible decisions they're making, any fool can see, even me, that if it continues and people get mad enough, their stock price will plummet and they will get sued by their investors. That's just how this is going to go, because this is a stopgap measure. It's a band-aid over a gaping axe wound. It's only going to do so much. So, don't really have too much more particular to say. Like, I've rambled on long enough. I don't have a script for this. I just got on mic the moment I saw something earlier today. It was after I signed the petition, it asked, "Do you have a channel?" I didn't give my channel because I didn't want it to remain anonymous because my actual name was on that petition. So I decided to make this separate. I might end up signing it a second time using an alias and post my channel there. But we'll see. As far as it goes, I don't have much more to say to you directly. I just implore everybody to watch their children and make sure that they're not being targeted. Because it only takes a minute, right? In real life, you only have to look away for a moment and somebody can make off with your kid, and you'll never see them again. The thing about the internet, though, is the time it takes. They won't disappear immediately, but after a minute, it's going to stack up. And it can happen right under your nose, too, because they'll be threatened. They'll be blackmailed into being quiet. So you got to get nosy. At least while your kids are young enough to where they don't fully understand the gravity of this. I implore people to be an active parent. Inactive parenting is something that I see a lot these days. People just sitting aside and letting the technology entertain their kids. Which, to be fair, to an extent, my generation had that too. DS and all that. But whenever it comes to, like, internet connection, which is a touch different, that should be policed a little more harshly by a parent. At least in my eyes. And if you value your kids, I'm pretty sure you guys will think the same. Protect your kids, keep your family safe. Never shut up about this situation. Never shut up about Schlep. Never shut up about Ruben Sim and all of these people trying to make that platform a safe place for children as it was supposed to be. Don't let them win. I'm Flying Fox Sparky, and I'll see you guys later.